trying to catch a streetcar. It's right there. Or it was. Thank you.
I saw you running.
Cheers. Thank you. I need to work out. So today, we're going for a ride on GO Transit, which is Toronto's main commuter rail system. It looks just like any other commuter rail system in North America. But when it was founded in 1967, it was nothing short of revolutionary.
But we'll get to that. First, let's take a bus down to Toronto's Union Station, which opened in 1927. In addition to GO Transit, this station serves Via Rail and the Union Pearson Express, passing through the Great Hall, which has flags of every Canadian province. We enter the GO Transit concourse. Our train is on the Lakeshore West Line, one of the most popular routes on GO Transit with all-day service, and we'll be riding all the way to West Harbour and Hamilton, one of the two normal termini of the route. An elevator takes us up to the platform, but it quickly becomes apparent that I've forgotten something. With less than 5 minutes to go, I descend back to the concourse and tap my Presto card, then ride back up and board one of the train's BiLevel cars. Payment on GO is completely dependent on the honor system, where you tap on and off without fare gates, and a conductor never once came through the train to collect tickets. I connect to GO's Wi-Fi, where I'm able to access in-train entertainment, including radio and documentary films, a bit of an unusual feature for commuter rail. Soon we're in motion, passing a Via Rail train pulling into the station. At our first stop, Exhibition, we meet the 509 streetcar, then proceed on our way, past yards full of octagonal BiLevel commuter cars. These cars are fairly ubiquitous on modern commuter railroads, but they were, in fact, designed specifically for GO Transit in the mid-1970s by Hawker Siddeley Canada. Lakeshore West trains can be very crowded, and they can have up to 12 cars. On a low ridership Sunday morning outbound train like today's, the cars are all left open, so I have an entire one to myself all the way to Hamilton. On most commuter rail, I would imagine cars would be closed to keep passengers near conductors, but not here. Outside of Toronto, the Lakeshore West Line stops at large stations in the middle of the suburban sprawl, with large parking garages for commuters and day trippers. GO's station design has been controversial in the transit community, so I won't weigh in too much here. Anyways, now for some history. In the 1950s and early 1960s, the Greater Toronto area was growing rapidly, and the Canadian National Railway wasn't able to beef up its commuter rail services to match this. Thus, the Government of Ontario Transit, or GO Transit, began operations in 1967, running push-pull commuter trains on the modern Lakeshore East and West lines. A single-level cab car from this era can still be seen in Roundhouse Park, across the street from the CN Tower. While originally only a 3-year pilot program, GO Transit proved successful, and over 50 years later, it's still going strong, with plans for future electrification.
As for me, I'm on my way to that most Canadian of institutions, Tim Hortons.
Specifically, the site of the first ever Tim Hortons in Hamilton, which was opened by hockey player Tim Horton in 1964, 3 years before the launch of GO Transit. The site contains a small museum with a replica of the original restaurant interior, as well as memorabilia from throughout the years of this beloved Canadian franchise. Downstairs one can find a normal Tim Hortons setup, and of course I had to get another bag of Timbits, this time including the original flavor.